Hi everyone. So our first topic for advanced hire is going to be on the product rule. Now what I've done is uploaded notes from you from revision from hire. Now all of this is essential knowledge, so please work through them by yourself. Now the product rule, as you can see here, is a formula that you need to remember. Basically, it's when you are differentiating two things that are being multiplied together, hence the name, the product rule. And I've given you a few examples here. So in the first example, you've got x squared being multiplied by this bracket. And the bottom two examples, you've got like 4x squared multiplied by sine 2x, and the same with the bottom one. Okay, so that's when you know when you need to use the product rule. Now there's a formula that you need to remember, and it's not given to you in the formula sheet, and it comes up every single year. Okay, so in order to find the derivative of something, it's going to be u dash v plus uv dash. Okay, now that formula is very important because you need to remember it. Okay, so put a bubble around it, highlight it, do something that you are going to remember. So what I'm going to do is I've posted these 3 examples and I'd like you to copy them into your notes jotter. So I'm just going to explain question 1 first of all, and then you can work through number 2 and 3 yourself, and then try the questions that I've got there. Okay, so for number 1, what is it? It's x squared bracket, so f of x equals x squared bracket x plus 2 cubed. Okay, so feel free to work through this with me as well. Now, the question is asking us to differentiate this. So it's so easy to spot that we need to use a product rule because I've got 2 things when multiplied together. So what I tend to do, like at the side, is just take the first one, so x squared, and we're going to call that u, just like that. And the second part, we're just going to call that v. Kind of run out of space here. Just like this. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're going to differentiate both of them individually. So when you differentiate u, that's where u dash comes in. So the derivative of x squared is just going to be 2x. Differentiate v, so we need to use the chain rule here. So multiply by the power, so it's going to be 3 at the front. Keep the bracket the same, reduce the power by 1, and then multiply by the derivative of the bracket, which is just 1, and it doesn't change this at all. Okay, now for every question I would actually recommend that you write down the formula for the product rule, so u dash v plus uv dash, because the more you write it down, the more you start to remember it. Okay, so u dash multiplied by v, we can see our u dash is 2x and v is just going to be this full bracket. Please don't multiply this out. Okay, there's no point. You're not going to gain any extra marks for doing that. So u dash is going to be 2x and v is going to be that bracket there, plus u dash v, or sorry, uv dash. So it's just going to be those 2 multiplied together. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy that up. If I know it's x squared times 3 in the bracket, just 3x squared, and then the bracket. Oops, that's not cubed, that's squared. There we go. Okay, now in advanced hire, the hardest part here I think is actually doing the simplifying. Now if you look at these 2 terms, we've actually got a highest common factor because x appears in both, and then this bracket appears twice in both of them. So what I'm going to pull out the front as our highest common factor is x, and then x plus 2 squared, open square brackets. Now if I've pulled this out the front as the highest common factor, what we've just got left here is 2 and then 1 of the brackets. And then what we've got left on this one is just going to be 3x, and that's it actually. Yeah. So all we need to do to get to this final answer here is just multiply these out and then just tidy up a little bit. So I'm going to keep the front bit the same, and let's change it to a curly bracket, and let's tidy that up. So if that's 2x plus 4 plus 3x, so what it's going to become is, sorry, 5x plus 4.